Hello viewers, in this video we'll see the introduction of materials. Now we'll see the introduction of material control. The important objective of cost accounting is to control the cost. There are various elements included in this cost. Out of that, the three important elements are material, labor and expenses. Among these three, the important one is that material. It forms the major part of the cost of production. So it is important for every organization to follow a suitable system to control this material from the time of purchase and till the time of consumption. Now we'll see the meaning of material control. Material control is a system which ensures the required quantity of material at the required quality. That is, the material required is to be available at the right time and right place. The cost involved for purchasing this material should be minimum. And this is the definition of material control. And here it says the material should be procured, stored, and it should be used in such a way to maintain an even flow in the production. That is, without making any excessive investment in material stock. Now we'll see the objectives of material control. In that, the first one is ensuring supply of adequate quantity of material. That is, the quantity of material should be sufficient and it should be made available for all the activities and various department of the organization, so that there will be no interruption in between the production and the work will be carried out without stop due to non availability of materials. And the next objective is optimum investment in material. That is, the amount should not be locked up in materials. Overstocking should be avoided. Okay. And the next objective is that favorable terms of purchase. That is, the purchase price and other terms of purchase should give the maximum advantage to the firm. The next one is control of wastage. Wastage of material during this storage and handling of material should be minimized. Okay, and the next objective is control of obsolescence and spoilage. And the losses arises out of this obsolescence and spoilage should be avoided. The next objective is proper reporting to management. The management has to be informed frequently about the availability, that is the stock of raw material, so that based on that the production will be planned. The next one is prevention of misappropriation of material. The proper internal check of the receipts and issues and consumption of the raw materials helps to prevent this misappropriation of materials by the employees. The last one is that proper control system for settlement of invoice. Supplies invoice to be paid only after verifying the physical receipt of material, and this will avoid the excess payment to the suppliers. Now we'll see the inventory control. Inventory control is a system which ensures the maintenance of required quantity of inventories of the required quality at the required time with minimum amount of investment. The term inventory includes not only the materials, it also includes stores, spare parts, tools, components, partly finished goods, and finished goods. And the objective of this inventory control is to achieve maximum possible inventory turnover. There are various levels of stock used in demand and supply method. They are reorder level, minimum stock level, maximum stock level, average stock level, and danger level. Now we'll see the reorder level, and it is between maximum and minimum stock level. Okay, this reorder level is in between the maximum and minimum stock level. Once the stock level reaches the reorder level, the storekeeper initiates purchase requisition to obtain fresh stock. And the formula to calculate this reorder level is maximum consumption into maximum reorder period. Okay, now we'll see the minimum stock level, and this is the minimum quantity of material to be maintained in stores throughout the year. And the formula for calculating this minimum stock level is that reorder level minus normal consumption into normal reorder period. Now the maximum stock level, it is the quantity above which the stock of any item should not be allowed to exceed. That is, the fixation of this quantity depends on many factors. And the formula to calculate this maximum stock level is reorder level plus reorder quantity minus minimum consumption into minimum reorder period. Okay, the next one is average level, and this average level is nothing but maximum stock level plus minimum stock level divided by 2. And we can also arrive this average level by another formula, that is minimum level plus half of the reorder quantity, and the answer for both will not be the same. Okay, if you apply the first formula you will get some answer, and if you do it in the under second formula you will get some other answer. Okay, don't think that you will get same answer in both the formulas. You will get the different answer for both the thing. Okay, now we'll see the danger level, and this is the stock level below the minimum level. When stocks reaches this level, action for immediate purchase is to be taken. I hope now you understand the various stock levels, and using these formulas will do the problems in the next video. Thank you for your patient listening.